Hi everybody, it's Carol. Welcome back to my channel. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make some clusters. I'm getting I'm getting a lot of my materials ready for making making more Christmas journals. And I'm getting my ephemera and my flips and everything ready and journaling cards. And I do not have any not clusters, belly bands. I don't know if that's what I said before. I don't know, but yes, I'm going to make some belly bands. And I just grabbed a few. I have so much paper, but I just grabbed some papers. These are, these are left over from other projects I was making, and I just have a few little strips here. They are 12 inches by 2, I believe, or they're around 2 1/4, 2 2 1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them in half. Because I'm just going to try and eyeball it actually. I'm just going to follow these lines here because, well, 12 inches are going to be way too long, and belly bands for journals that I make, they would be like 5 or 6 inches. So if I need to make them a little shorter when I use them, that's what I'll do. And I have a lot of clusters. I've been, making clusters, and this is what I like to use for my belly bands. Just getting a bunch of them together and, just gluing them on or stapling them on, and just to have a base, because when I put them in the journals, the theme of the journal is how I would decorate it a little bit more. So just to get a good base going, what I do is I'll use one of my clusters and I'll kind of glue it on there, and and then I'll go from there. However I use this in my journal, then I'll do a little bit more decorating with it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I just want to get some things going here. And I thought, I had these 2 little strips here. This is very thin paper. And this here is cardstock, these other ones, and they're double-sided and they're pretty thick. And this is single-sided. Both of these are. And this one is, thinner than this one. So I thought I would just get this together, put this on here and use this as the bottom, and then decorate it and see how that goes. So let me get my glue book, and I will use this has been used already, so I'm going to take this off, and I'll get a glue stick, and I'll glue this on here. Okay. And, it depends on how you're going to use it. These are definitely, I'm making these belly bands. Well, actually, say if this is your journal, and you have the belly band going this way or this way, you can even make it a side tuck, so sometimes you really don't know how you're going to decorate it, or how you're going to use it. But this one here, because the text is facing me, well, it really wouldn't matter. You could, like, if you used it as a side tuck, you'd have to have the piece that you have on here. Well, this wouldn't matter. This could go this way or this way because of the design on there. But say if I had the little girl, I'd have to put it this way instead of Well, I guess you could. You could do whatever you want. So forget I said that. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to decorate it as if I'm putting it in this way, and I'm just going to get some ephemera going. This here is, I did make clusters of the 12 days of Christmas, and I only have a few of them right here. The rest of them must be in another container. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but for this here, I may want to use, these are ruffles that I made, and I may want to stick this on here. But like I said, I just want to get some things going so I at least have a base. And I think what I'm gonna do is just use my stapler and stick them on. I'm just gonna, although this is pretty thick right now, so maybe I'll glue it. Some of these, it depends how I use it. Some of these are, I don't know what is on my glue. It looks like I have paint on here. But some of these clusters I made are thin. This one here is pretty thick because I have a lot of papers on it. So I'm just going to stick that on there. And then I'm not sure how it's going to be used, but this is my main focus right now, is just to get some belly bands going. And this is so pretty. This cardstock here is so pretty. It's the Christmas lanterns, and then there's just a stripe in the back. And so I could put like different ribbons on here. It really doesn't matter, but it's just so pretty. And this has glitter on. You know what I got in the mail today? I had ordered my vintage gold, the metallic wax. And I'm just going to stick a little bit on there. I love putting this gold wax. Oh, I can't get the top on. I love putting them on the cards. And because there's gold, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's gold on the outside of this little circle ephemera. And then I have the little gold. So I'm going to put some gold edging on this cardstock. So pretty. I love doing this, putting the gold on. Although I'm putting gold ink on my hands here. That looks so pretty. I don't know if you can see it. It's so sparkly. Okay, so then this is pretty thin. It's not thick. So I think I'm going to staple this on here. Let me just wipe this gold off my fingers. Okay. I'm just going to staple this on because it's pretty thin. Okay. So here we have 2 done. I'm going to keep them here, keep it away from my gold spot over here. And this is more cardstock, double-sided. I think, yeah, most of these are double-sided cardstock I have. So I could actually use this side, but I love this one here. Look how pretty this is. Oh, this one already it's trimmed with gold. The paint stick. I have the red and the gold on there. So I'm just going to staple this on here. And so there, that's number 3. Oh my gosh, this is going to go by so quickly. So this paper I got, this is a different plaid that I have. And I think what they did was it's double-sided. So the plan on here is like a regular square, and then the reverse side, they put it on an angle so that you have it, see, it's straight here. And then on this side here, they just put it on an angle. Anyway, so let's see, it doesn't matter what side I put it on. But oh my gosh, this is going to be the quickest video. You know, and again, like I said, I don't know how I'm going to use it, but when I do put it in the journal, you know, of course I'm going to be doing more decorating. So, but I did want to just get a base on here. This one here is pretty thick. It has the ruffle, and there's, I don't know, I have like 2, 3 pieces of cardstock, 3 layers of cardstock. So I'm just going to glue this one on here because it's, like I said, it's on the heavier side. And then depending what I do is I may put like a little like bling on here on the front. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I will be using it soon because I am in need of these clusters. Not clusters, but okay, I'm going to put Goldie on here too because this is so plain. I just want to get a little bit more gold. Oops. It's pretty thick over there, but I don't know. I don't think, well, sometimes with how I see this gold trim, I think more is more. Look how pretty that looks, especially when it turns. Okay, so what side? I like this. I like that side. This side here is pretty, but it looks a little too boring. I like this here. Yeah, this is longer, so I like this going this way. And I think I'm going to glue that on there. Okay. So I think I should be good, excuse me, for at least a couple of, I'm really liking the side one, the side belly bands. You know, like this one here, just straight up and down. But I like this plaid. And of course, I'm going to use this again because it is the thicker cluster. You know, and when I do use this, I'm probably going to cut this or tear this off because this is really on the wide side. this is a little too long. So that's much better. Okay, so I only have a couple more. I'm going to put this little girl on here. Little girl going ice skating. Although I could put her this way and use it as this kind of a belly band. And this is thin, so I'm just going to staple her on. Okay, let's see. Okay, she looks cute. Oh, and I have another little girl. Let's see, I do have some of these. Maybe I'll stick a couple of these on here and put her on here. This is that burlap ribbon. Oh, that's pretty. Yes, I'm going to put her on the burlap ribbon. I think I want to keep this on an angle. I'm going to staple her on here. Oh, this is awkward. But I'm gonna have to, I can feel the staples behind here. This one doesn't even look like it went through. I'm gonna put glue under them. I don't know why that staple didn't go through. Oh, it is kind of thick. Well, there is a staple on top, and I just glued under her, so she'll be fine. I like this ribbon under there, the burlap ribbon. Okay, so I have two more pieces of card here left for. Let's just see how I would use it, and then I'll have a nice. Oh, look how pretty that looks. I'll have a nice selection. I'm just going to staple this one down again. I'm trying to staple it so you don't see the staple, but you know, it doesn't matter. Because I already have a staple on here when I stapled this together, and this is not going to matter because I'll be doing something with it when I put it in a journal. Okay, let's see what else I have here. And this is a paper that I cut. I thought, oh my gosh, I have a lot of paper here to try and just. I think this is all I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to make more, only because I'm trying not to have too much ephemera. I'm just trying to see what goes good with the paper. No, the colors are too much the same. think I'm liking the one here with the bling. I think I'm liking this one the best. Okay, this is it. The colors are pleasing to my eye. The maroon in here and the maroon on the card. It's just pleasing to my eye. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I have more paper handy because I still have quite a few. And I do have this, and I can always use this side too. I'm just going to eyeball this and see if now, you know, this is going to be 6 inches, and maybe I'll just get a couple more done. How much is this? This is 3, 6, 2, 4, 6. So this is 6. This will be, okay, they're probably not straight, you know, but let's see. I'm really not liking this side, but maybe it'll look better if I don't know. I think it's so bright. Yeah, I'm just liking this one here better. Although I can always do something with this. I don't know what. Like maybe when I put it into a journal or however I'm going to use it, I would put something on there. I'm just going to put it on just to see what I would do with it. So it's not my favorite side, but it'll be a challenge for me. So I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to put my glue paint, not glue, my gold glitter on here. This has gold edging on it anyway, but it's not the metallic, so it doesn't shine. And this card that I'm putting it on, the card is kind of like, it has like a raised, the paper is raised. So it's almost like, it feels like the watercolor paper. That's what it feels like. It's on the thick side there. Okay, so I don't know about that. I'm just going to stick it on here. Just going to wipe that gold off. Okay. And I will staple this down there. Yeah, that's pretty. I can feel it, those staples. I don't know why. I wonder if it's my stapler, but it doesn't. It seems to be raised all the time. Oh, I have Stella is next to me and she's sleeping and she is snoring. So if you hear that, it's her snoring. It's pretty. And this doesn't matter if it's this way or that way because of the ruffles on here. And this I'm going to glue because it's pretty thick. Okay. I'm going to use up almost all my clusters. I have 3 left. I'm going to use them all up on here. That's pretty big, so I'm not going to put that on here. These are the 3 I have left right now. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I think this one, it can go. I'm liking it this way. So I'm going to use up the rest of my gold on here. And just put it on the edge of this card. But it's going more than on the edge. That's okay though. That's okay because it looks pretty. So I'm going to wipe this now because I think I'm through with the gold. This is on the thin side, so I think I like it better this way. So I'm just going to staple it right on there. Okay, this is looking good. So I think that's, let me see if there's anything else I can put the gold on just so I can use it up off the table. Otherwise I just have to wipe it up and throw it away. So if I can use it, I'll do that. This one has gold. This has it. That has gold. This has gold. We can put some gold on here. Waste not, want not. Especially this gold. The gold metallic paint. Okay, that's it. Just gonna wipe that off. Okay, how nice that cleaned up. Okay, so here we go with the belly bands. I have a whole pile of them now, so now I can, there's a couple of, I had mentioned it earlier that I do have a couple of journal covers that I have to put together and make journals out of. Oh my gosh, look at this. I have quite a few here, so I'm just going to pile on top of each other instead of trying to put them out there. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. This was an impromptu video because I was gathering stuff to, you know, to get ready to make journals, and I noticed I didn't have any belly bands. So now I'm loaded. I'm going to say I probably have 15 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, maybe like 18. So until next time, you have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.